Well, thank you everybody for coming. I'm humbled by the award and by your attendance here tonight. I wanted to talk a little bit about character, and I think that's what Boy Scouts is about in the end. That's what you take with you past your teen years and into your life. And so character, in the dictionary, I looked it up. I said, what exactly is character anyway? And they define it as the inherent complex of attributes that determines a person's moral and ethical actions and reactions. Okay, the inherent complex of attributes. And I said, well, that's the definition of character, but it's not the definition of good character. And that word inherent, so that's to say, well, we have this on board. Well, good character, we need to be taught, right? We're not born knowing that. And that's in Boy Scouts, we learn, somebody expresses what good character is. Good repute. Repute means the state of being held in high esteem or honor. So, I train a lot of business people. That's what I do these days to be more successful. And you gotta think about, can we live a successful life without having good character? I mean, if we just think about what's the answer to that question. Can we be our best selves without above average character at least? Can we achieve high goals without good character? And of course the answers to these questions is no. So to further discuss character, I would offer what you've heard already tonight, the Scout Law. And for many years, you'd walk in the front door of our main building there, and right in front of you on the wall, it would be the Scout Law. It was about this high, trustworthy, loyal. And we just remodeled recently. I cut the drywall out, and we have it, we're gonna do something with it. But, so, trustworthy. If we say we're going to do something, we do it when we say. Make your word the law. If you tell yourself you will do something, you tell yourself you will do something, do it, follow through. Others can trust you not to do something unpredictable, irrational, or harmful. Loyal. We are loyal to those who are loyal to us. We do not betray those on our team or turn on them or harm them for a personal gain. Helpful. We help others get what they want, and at the very least, we do not make it difficult for others. Friendly. We smile. We are not hostile or antagonistic to others, but inclined to help or support them. Courteous. We show politeness and gracious good manners to others. Kind. We show a tender and considerate nature. We are tolerant and forgiving. Obedient. We dutifully comply with the instructions of those in rightful authority. Cheerful. We show good spirits, are pleasantly optimistic and upbeat. Thrifty. We are careful and diligent in the use of resources. Brave. We face adversity with courage. We are invulnerable to intimidation and face danger without flinching. Clean. We keep ourselves and our indoor and outdoor environments clean and organized. Reverent. We show profound respect and veneration for the people, ideas, and forces that cause and contribute to our life on earth and the freedoms we enjoy. Now, there are other qualities that could have been added, such as perseverance, self-discipline, and resilience. These and more are our foundation of good character. On this foundation, we can build a great life and be our best selves. Perhaps we have most of these values going for us, but may have fallen down on a few. The important thing is that we learn and do not make the same mistakes again. It's never too late to be better. Your best life requires it. Albert Camus has a quote, "A man without ethics is a wild beast loose upon the world." And there's no perfect people. I do not stand in front of you and claim to be perfect. I will not be the first perfect person, and you will not be either. We all make mistakes on our journey, but we can and should learn from them and become better, the best version of ourselves. So we need to work to make us proud. in training other entrepreneurs, you know, we have a theme through what we talk about. You know, success is not hunted like some wild animal with barbarous behavior. Success is attracted by the person you become and the value you have created for others. So I want to tell you a story. In 2014, my house burned down, like completely down to the basement floor, right? Lost everything. And, you know, I was an Eagle Scout, and that means a lot. To an Eagle Scout, it means a lot. To people who don't know what really that is, don't understand, they may not understand that I lost, you know, all my Eagle award, my certificate, my uniform, my sash, and everything. So I was one of the things I was bummed out about, you know, one of the things you can't replace. And so a couple of years later, well, actually this year, a guy starts showing up in my life asking questions. And I didn't quite know what he was after. And he asked more questions, and I got to know him a little bit. And one day, just several months ago, he shows up at my house with his wife. And he has some things for me, including my Scout uniform. And this uniform is historic in that the uniforms have changed, the badges have changed, they're no longer, many of these are no longer available, many of the merit badges have changed, the designs have changed, but this is exactly my uniform. And the merit badges are sewed on the sash in the order that I earned them. And I worked on the staff at Camp Aquila. This is the right patch for Tankatiki 313, Order of the Arrow. And it's just, this is my uniform, as if there was no fire. Further, he has the Eagle patch, the Eagle award here. He has the mother's pin. He has palms that I earned. He has this whole collection, including the Flaming Arrows patch. How did he know that I was in the Flaming Arrows patrol and, you know, early in my scouting career? I have no idea. Mile swim, my OA sash. He has, this will blow your mind, my original Eagle Scout application in my own handwriting. I didn't even have that. Okay, so when you make the Eagle Award, you have a certificate, and the certificate has the President of the United States signature on it. And he found a certificate with Jimmy Carter's signature on it. And then he hunted down a place that had antique typewriters and went and had my name and the date typed in as it would have been then. Further, we have the your sort of wallet card, the same thing, same typewriter type of thing. And, you know, the pocket knife, the same as they had back then. Okay? So I started thinking, why did he do that for me? I don't know this guy. I didn't know him. And he did all that. There's a lot of work here. And so I got to know his story. And he, back in the 70s, he was a scout, and he was going for his Eagle Award. And he arranged a community service project, as you have to do to get the Eagle Award. And he had some special talents, and his father was a tradesman, and he designed a bridge, much like Garrett did for a park. And part of the Eagle, they encourage you to get other scouts involved, you know, show that you can lead and teamwork and such. And he got other scouts involved, but one of them was another scout going for his Eagle Award. And so, yeah, let's do this together. Okay. So they did it together. Well, the other scout applied for his Eagle Award. His application was dated before his. So the other scout got his Eagle Award, and then when they came to his, they said, oh, wait, we have a problem here. 2 Eagles can't submit the same project. So, but it was his project. Now, it wasn't any kind of debate between the 2 scouts, okay? It wasn't that way. But he was pretty upset at the time as a young man. And he sort of was very disappointed. He kind of disengaged. And he never got his Eagle Award. His father encouraged him to go back and get your Eagle Award, son. And he never did. And then his father was dying, and they brought out a box of all his Boy Scout stuff that his father had saved all this stuff all these years. Now he's in his 50s at this point, okay? And his father told him, son, go back. So his father passed away, and he wrote a letter to the National Scout Council, a long letter, explaining everything that happened. And you know, they agreed with him. And they said, you know, you're right. And they awarded him his Eagle Award in his 50s that he had earned in the 1970s. And funny, his certificate has Barack Obama's signature on it. And so there was some sense that some wrong had been righted. You know, some justice has been, you know, something had been cleared up. The right thing was done, you see. And so when he found out that my house burned down, didn't know me, okay? He knew I was an Eagle Scout. And he just assumed that I lost everything. And he went through all of this work to make this right for me, a stranger, for me. Now, through all this, he has stage 4 esophageal cancer. Now, you think he's got something better to worry about than me? And so, I think it says a lot about a person, right? A lot. Character. So, I would like to present this gentleman who is here with us tonight, Rob Batchelder, with a special award. Rob, please come up. So it says here, in grateful appreciation to Robert Batchelder from Larry Janesky and the Housatonic Council, once an eagle, always an eagle.
When I was pulling this together for Larry, it was a bit of a second Eagle Scout project, I would say. I asked him for a list of his merit badges. And Larry had earned 56 merit badges. You were required to earn 21 for equal. So he, of course, far exceeded. Why are we not surprised? And so he sent me the list first alphabetically, and I said, Larry, do you think you could send it to me in order? So one of the things I had done is I had given him the scout manual from the NPA, and he went through and he put the things in order, because I really felt it was important to build the sash exactly as, because typically when you sew the badges on, you sew them on in order in which you earn them. That's interesting, but the thing that was absolutely fascinating to me, it just speaks so much about what the basis of scouting is and how it leads a young man to become who they are. And why Larry is standing in front of you tonight, being honored so deservedly, is if you have a minute, go over and take a look at his shirt and the badges, the sash. The first badge was aviation, and that's because his dad was a flight instructor. And so what did he do? He went for the thing he knew first and best and did that. But what's fascinating is he's got a plumbing merit badge, he's got a home repair merit badge, he's got a first aid merit badge, he's got a salesmanship merit badge, he's got a reading merit badge, he's got a scholarship merit badge. Right? So you look at that and you look at all of these achievements that Larry had put together in his youth, 14, 15 years old, and you look at what Larry does today, and these wonderful enterprises built, and these wonderful contributions he's made to the world. And for me, what resonated for me is, it's all on that sash. It's all on that sash. And that's what really spoke to me. And in closing, I want to say, Larry now is at a point, and Larry and I have this in common, where now he wants to, his passion is about giving back, about teaching and sharing and writing. And what I find especially interesting is some of the merit badges now about reading and scholarship. Because those are the things now, I think, the passions that are really bubbling even more to the surface. And I think you're seeing evidence of that. So we are standing in the presence of greatness.
Yes, we are.
Certainly not me. But I do want to say that, you know, from the boy becomes the man. And I'm very proud to have Larry as a friend.